Yes, I am double fisting in one hand. This is professional. But the white is a Chenin Blanc from Stellenbosch. The red is Pinotage from Robertson. In fact, you can see my friend Warren over here at Brand Noir. He has all the South African wines that you need. But I'm really excited to talk to you all about South African wines from the motherland. We're all from the motherland, no matter what color. But the amazing part is that we know that everything that can be grown or created can be done in the motherland. The specific part about South Africa is that they get the best of both worlds. South Africa is a country that gets over 250 days of sun every year. But the beautiful part about it, the contrast, which is beautiful, is that the ocean breeze cools everything down, so it's never too hot nor too cold. And so what happens, what's translated wine-wise, is something that is bright and fruit-driven, but also a very, very structured acidity to keep it all together. And so yeah, I know a lot of people here are not used to drier wines, but the thing about it is that the ripeness comes on the front with both of these wines, and I'll get into the specifics later, but the ripeness comes on the front. Let me put these down. And then the acidity helps it last and helps it, stay all together so you can pinpoint every little tasting note that you're looking for. So, I see glasses. Does everyone have what they need? Remember, we have Chenin Blanc on the left, Pinotage on the right. I will start with the white wine first, just to keep the palate as clean as possible, and there's more acid driving this, more dryness driving this. So this is Chenin Blanc. This is one of my favorite wines. It's fuller in body. It's originally from Loire Valley, France. The Vouvray region specializes, but that's more of an aged, sweet sort of thing. And if you want to know more about Vouvray, come see us at the table. I can talk to you a little more. South Africa, more specifically, you get a much more bright, even the acidity is bright. And what that means is that you don't feel like the wine is weighed down. You don't feel like the wine weighs you down. You feel like everything is perked up, even the dryness, which is fantastic. This is also fuller in body. So the great thing about a fuller body wine is that you can make a dish, a nice full body dish. You can actually wake up, do your shrimp and grits to this. Make sure you add a nice bit of butter or cheese, whichever. But the acidity really helps it all come together. And then the finish, and I keep saying the acidity, but that's what really sells this wine for me. That's good. Is that when you taste it, you let it rest on your palate, and then just think about the finish. Let's all do it together. When we taste, we always smell first. Your nose pretty much tells your palate. Your nose pretty much tells your palate what you're going to taste. So it's all together. Nose in the glass. Now, if anybody wants to shout out, what they smell, please feel free. You got 3 seconds.
Grass. Lemon.
So we got grass and lemon. Yes, grass and lemon are, staples of old world style wine. Chenin Blanc is an old world style wine that's being done right in South Africa. So now we smell lemon, grass, and whatever else you smell. This is your nose, not mine. I can't tell you what to smell. You tell yourself what to smell. You believe in that. That's true. But then we go to the tasting part. Now this is the part that is a little more difficult. But I'm gonna try and go through this with y'all. So you take a sip, not a full gulp. I mean, you can. Some people pay good money to be here, so if you want to take a full gulp, there's plenty of glasses. You can keep going. But you take a sip, and then just switch the wine around in your mouth. You don't have to do what I just did. That takes practice, and I can show you more of that if we come to the table. But you want to make sure that the wine touches every zone in your palate, and then you get more of it. Now, after you drink it, you'll see what I'm saying about that lasting dryness. That kind of it more so talks to you. It's like, hey, I'm a nice, dry, white friend. I'm an ally, in other words. I'm an ally. Just think of it as an ally.
This is good.
Cheers, everybody. Now, I hope you all have, tasted the Chenin Blanc. You've smelled it, and yet feel free to backtrack to it. We can talk about it more. But I'm just, for time purposes, I'm going to move on to the phenotype. Now, this is very interesting because this was created actually in South Africa. In the 20s, they decided to pretty much blend two different vines, Pinot Noir and Cinsault. Cinsault is much more well known in France, and we can talk more about that, but I'm going to keep it focused. But they blended them together and they created Pinotage. The Pinotage name comes from Pinot Noir, obviously, but Cinsault, which is French, was known as Hermitage in South Africa. So Pinot Noir, Hermitage, Pinotage. It's a history lesson for you. But this is a lot different. This still retains the brightness, but you don't get it on the nose. When you smell it, it smells funky. It smells like barnyard. It smells like forest floor, which are all good things. This is an expression of the terroir, the landscape in South Africa. You want to get that expression. That tells you that the wine is legit. That tells you that people really want to focus on presenting where the wine is from, not who they are. So we smell it first, and we're going to get that funk. We're going to get that funk. Make that song. And so can somebody, I'll give you all 5 seconds this time to yell out what you smell. Anybody? Okay, I got Robitussin.
Cherry.
Got cherries. So cherries and Robitussin was cherry flavor. So
I'm gonna say.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I'm actually gonna say
So we got
stewed
cherries, Robitussin, oak. So the Robitussin is cherry flavoring, and Robitussin had a little bit of alcohol to kind of calm you down. So that's the alcohol presence. This is like a generally higher alcohol wine. 13+% most times. The oak, though, really gives it a certain restraint, and it really calms down those tannins, the feeling that you get in your cheeks, at the roof of your mouth, and in certain zones in your tongue. Those are tannins. Oak is meant to calm the tannins down, make the wine a lot smoother. Now, this Pinotage is more fuller in body. People think Pinot Noir, but it's more, it's medium plus body. I taste it anyway. I want everybody to kind of follow my lead. But you still get the brightness, and now you taste the cherry for sure. You don't taste the oak as much, you're not meant to taste the oak, but you taste the cherry, it's very bright. But you also get, that restraint from the oak, and there's enough dryness to keep it all together. Now, the beautiful thing about it is that Pinotage, you also get a gamey flavor. Like, if you've ever had a gamey meat like duck, lamb, bison, you get like this wild aspect. Pinotage, is that in a glass, in a wine. And so it pairs perfectly with lamb, duck, bison, all those crazy gamey meats. And also for my vegans out there, it's not always vegan. You want to check behind the label and talk to my friend Janine about how to understand that. But, for my vegetarians, it can go well with a mushroom-based dish or grilled veggies. So wine is always for everybody. I have a podcast called Wine for the People, and I talk about how it's for everybody. Please look that up, follow me. I can give you my IG, you can come to me after this. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I wanna thank all of you beautiful faces for being here and listening to me. I wanna thank Tahira for giving me the opportunity to talk. I'm gonna keep drinking. I have quite a few drinks. But I want y'all to have quite a few drinks too. We're down here celebrating. So thank you very much. Have a fantastic time. Come visit us. Maison Noir Wine.
Amen.